This is All Access MMA.
Great catching up with my next guest, who's going to be back in action. He's got an undefeated opponent in J.J. Wilson at Bellator 265 on August 20th. It's Adam Borics back here on the program. Adam, how's it going?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing very well. Before we get into your fight, we got to talk about the big fight that happened last week. AJ McKee finishing Patricio Pitbull, taking home the featherweight title. Your thoughts? Were you surprised that the fight went that way?
I wasn't surprised. I saw two way to the fight. Like, I know AJ McKee is very explosive and very dangerous in the first two rounds, and you know he's younger, stronger, longer. He's a big 45er. And I was expecting this. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure that's a fight you thought about. I know there were some talks of you two fighting in the past. Stylistically, how do you feel like you two match up? Because that would be a very interesting fight.
I think I'm the only guy who can beat AJ McKee under the Bellator roster. And, you know, I like AJ. He was always respectful with me every time when we met. And I think he knows I am the only guy who can beat him, and hopefully he gonna take that fight.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I know he's talking about maybe moving up because you know he says it's a tough cut, but he just won the title, so we'll see. Yeah,
I don't care. Only one name in my head, only J.J. Wilson.
Of course, yeah, no, understandable. Let's talk about your last fight, a really dominant and impressive win over Jeremy Kennedy. Just your overall thoughts on that performance. I know you would have liked the finish, but that was still a really good win for you.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think he was one of the best guy who ever fought. You know, he has a lot of experience. He fought everywhere on the world, UFC, PFL,
Volkanovski, right? The champ. So
yeah. So he was really tough, and you know. I was happy with my performance. I had an opportunity to finish him when I calf kicked him, and he, you know, I broke him, but I was stupid. I went for my emotional. I wanted to finish on the ground, but I was stupid because if I just let him get up, one more calf kick or two, and I could finish him. But it's okay. We did a mistake, and we learned from that. So I just got better.
Let's talk about your opponent here, J.J. Wilson, 8-0. There's a lot of hype behind this guy, but you've been there before with hype fighters as well. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I mean, I would like to fight before Emmanuel Sanchez because he was the number 2 guy, but if he won that fight, he couldn't fight for a title. So that's why I took JJ. Because I want to fight for a title next time, and they promised me that. So I don't care, you know. He's a young, undefeated guy. I mean, he has a really good jiu-jitsu background, but he never faced the guy like me who has like that much experience and that power, you know. I think it's gonna be different. I am 28. I really believe I am one of the strongest 145er on the world physically, you know. And I know he's 23 years old, and when I was 23, I wasn't like that strong like now. So it's gonna be big different, you know. The power and the experience and my striking is on different level.
Yeah, you touched on it there. 18 fights for you, just 8 for him. I know he's got some other disciplines as far as backgrounds, but how much of an advantage is that for you? Because you've been in there with some of the top fighters, and you're still 17-1. How much does your experience play a role in this fight?
You know, I fought and I beat already a former champ, and I had really hard fights in my career, like Pat Curran, Jose Aldo Silva, Aaron Pico, Jeremy Kennedy. Mike Hamill, you know,
of course. Magic Mike, yeah.
He's a really tough guy, and he was like 175 on the fight. You know, he missed weight, and we fought catch weight, so I was able to fight against a big guy. I think I have a advantage, like experience. You know, I have much more fight, but he's dangerous because you know he's wide. You know, his striking is not like super clean. He likes to throw, you know, from different angle. So yeah, but I have to be patient, you know, for this fight, and I think I'm gonna finish him.
Training partners, you're at a great camp. Who you mainly getting to work with over there at Sanford MMA?
I always in camp, so every time when I'm here in Florida, I train full time. Who has a camp? I was training a lot with Rafael Fiziev.
Of course, who's fighting this Saturday. I can't wait for that fight with him and Bobby Green.
I telling you, I think he's the best 55er on the world. That guy is different. His striking and his takedown defense is really good. That guy is the best striker on the world in MMA. I think. Oh, he's really good. I train with him a lot, and I train like Logan Storley. I think he's one of the best wrestler. Yeah, really, really good. Andre Harrison, he fought in a PFL.
I was going to ask you about that. How long has Andre been training over there? Because I know he used to train in New York. So how much of an asset has he been over at the camp?
Like 2 months, I think.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We became a really good friends. We help each other. Unfortunately, they canceled his fight
for Titan. I saw that. Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Yeah, because his opponent has a visa issue. So, but he's a really, really nice guy, and he's really strong also. And he has really good wrestling. And I'm pretty confident because my takedown defense is really good, and I can do some takedowns also now. I just get better always. I focus on everything, not just on my striking. I get confident. I was training a lot with Wagner Rocha, I think he's incredible. He's teaching us once a week, and I go there 1 more or 2 times per week. So I just got so much better,
That's great. Let me ask you this. Does Fizzy have a bit of a character in the gym? Because when we did our interview, he's wearing a Tom and Jerry cartoon shirt. I thought that was hilarious.
Bro, he's so funny. He's funny. If you follow him on Instagram, he does always some funny Instagram stories. That guy's a character, yeah.
What's the funniest thing you've seen him do in the gym? Does he do any, and does he prank his teammates or do anything funny like that?
He I don't know. He just always does something funny. He's crazy, but man, he's a very nice guy, humble guy, and dangerous. Man, I tried head kick him like so many times, and he always does just the matrix things. He just go back. You cannot head kick him.
Yeah, no, his striking's so good. I really can't wait for that fight as well. Just last thing on Sanford, what has it been like? You've been at Sanford for a couple of years now. There's so many fighters training there now. Rory McDonald, you've got Brendan Allen's there. Like, what's that been like for you to see so many high level fighters flocking to your gym? It just makes your gym that much stronger.
Yeah, and just makes me more confident because I am able to spar, like, for example, Rory McDonald, and they can give me some advice, like or Robbie Lawler or Nick Lance or so many guys. Gilbert Burns, he's my brother. He's always there to help me. So. And it just makes me confident. I can fight with them, so train with them, learn from them. So Sanford is different. So many killers over there.
Who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
Kami Barzini, Henry Hooft, and my Hungarian striking coach, Ferenc Peslen.
Very cool. And how's this fight playing out on August 20th?
I just want to enjoy the fight, because this time was a little bit hard for me. I went back to Hungary and I wanted to relax a little bit. And after 2 weeks, they just called me. I have to come back because because the COVID, the emigrancy at Hungary is closed. So I couldn't renew my visa. So I had to come back, and they did here. So my wife, she's staying there now. So
tough.
We are away from each other, so it's really hard. I have to cook myself, shop myself, and I took my striking coach from Hungary, so he's living with me. But it's okay. All the sacrifice is gonna pay off.
Good. Well, that's good. Yeah, and I know it's difficult, but it just makes you focus completely on fighting as well. Too, so that's a little bit interesting.
It's a fighter house now.
So you mentioned it there. Bellator's told you that you're going to get the next title shot if you win this fight. That's basically okay, because I was wondering that. Because I was going to ask you about the rankings. I don't know if you saw, but Mads Burnell's ahead of you.
Yeah, but last time when I beat Jeremy Kennedy, I was still there in number 3, and before the fight, I was number 3 also. And like, what the hell is that? But I don't care, you know. I just happy, you know. Bellator gives me opportunity to fight during this crazy time. You know, not too many people can fight that much like me. You know, last 12 months I'm gonna fight 4 times, so it's really busy, you know.
Yeah, no, it's great. There's been talk of, like I said, McKee wanting to go up and fight at 155. Are you worried at all that even if you win this fight, you might have to wait a bit to get that title shot? Is it something you've thought of?
I don't care because, you know, I can wait because, yeah, but like I just mentioned, you know, in the last 12 months, I fought
a lot,
4 times. Yeah, so I would make a little break, but if they are saying I have a title fight in this year, I would do that. But if just it's next year, I'm good with that.
Okay, so gotcha. That makes sense. You'd wait around. And I guess if it went really long, maybe they could do an interim title. They've done that in other divisions, right?
Yeah, whatever, you know. I'm if AJ wants to move up and I have to fight for somebody else for the title, let's do it. I don't care if they give me a AJ. I would be so happy for that.
Yeah, that'd be such a great fight. Before we go, you mentioned living with your coach. What are you doing when you're not training? Are you going to the beach? What do you like doing for downtime? Watching any TV?
Not much, man. Maybe just sleep and watch Netflix or play Xbox.
What are you playing on Xbox right now?
PUBG.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Like everyone else.
And I'm watching the Olympic Games, you know.
I was going to ask you about that too. How's Hungary doing? I haven't been paying attention.
Oh, man. We are really good. We have like 5 gold medals, 7 silver, 3 bronze, you know, so we are a small country, you know, but we are doing really well.
I can relate. I'm from Canada. We're doing okay in the track and field, so we'll take it. You know, we're not a popular country like some of the others, so it's
you know, we just got a gold medal in Greco-Roman in wrestling, and you know, it's really good. We have a 3rd place in judo, so we are doing really, really well. Yeah.
You gave me another really great interview, Adam. Really appreciate the time, man. We're looking forward to it. It's Bellator 265, August 20th. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media you want to plug? I'll give you the last word.
I just want to say thank you, you know, everybody who support me. Thank you for my sponsor and follow me on IG.